Видите, ночь перед рассветом. А, да, мы дождались этого момента. Так, а что это значит? Хитрое решение. Так. Давайте все-таки закончим уже вот это задание призрачных идей, потому что я думаю, что наступные миссии, блин, нам дадут 60 за эту миссию, отлично. У меня просто в чем была проблема, я думала, что благословение будет мне давать даже за те дни, что я пропустила, типа, мне даст, типа, куча всего. Но нет, как вышло. То есть, я так понимаю, что это рассчитано на 30 дней именно на те, что я входила в игру в саму. То есть, это мне, чтобы получать эти камни все, это надо заходить каждый день. А я не могу заходить в среду, четверг и пятницу. Потому что я в это время немножко занята, как бы. Так, и что ж тоді нам делать? Это ж я пока насобираю на баннер. Это дуже буде мало.
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone.
Qingshu Pool?
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with...
Oh no, we gotta...
Let's go. If my hunt...
Так, отлично. Так, ага, я поняла, куда нам надо. Я потом поясню, что и как, потому что я тут хочу уже нарешті пройти це основную сумеру. Но, как видите, в обновлении, в предыдущем, нам не дали полностью все миссии по поводу сумеру. Нам давали задания, типа, якобы... То есть, если бы я бы не прошла, и все еще, точнее, я прошла бы миссию эти сумеру еще раньше, то мне пришлось бы ждать. Еще как бы точно, типа, пока не появится типа новое обновление, чтобы миссии получить. Я не хочу ни то и ни другое, поверьте. Так, надо подумать. Ну, вроде бы Нель тут нам понадобится. Так, нам показывают сейчас. Так, нам надо куда? И где же? Ось тут входи. Ой, я слишком рано опустила, типа як. Щит. На ней поставленный щит. Ух ты.
Be ready to fight at any moment.
Don't worry, we're all perfect. By the way, Yelan?
They have other things to take care of first.
Такс. И что это означает? Да, то, что я так и думала. Так, сейчас надо подлечить ее. Это никуда не ходится. Но в нас нету того, чтобы ее подлечить. Знаете, типа, чтобы давало ей хпшку потихоньку. Так что нам придется сейчас... О! Есть. Нам надо хидро. Нам нужен Наэль. Может, нам Сен-Ли не нужна? Я даже не знаю. Алину я залишу, а вот Кейю или Сен-Ли, оце нужно подумать просто. Я думаю, оставить надо... Ну, Сен-Ли уберем, потому что нам Кейя нужен, чтобы замораживать просто монстров. У нас есть для этого Барбара. Стоп. А в нас тут... у нас есть оцей чувак, но проблема в том, что він тільки 40-го уровня. Поэтому нам придется не сладенько, так сказать. Я даже подумаю завтра, если получится, типа, я завтра буду свободна, поэтому завтра можно будет пройти задания легенд, все задания. Да, я потрачу один день на то, щоб хоча б пройти два там оцих задання, типа, як іменно двох легенд, якщо мене, конечно, получится. Якщо ні, то тільки одне буде. Ну, то есть, у мене стрім начнется з завтрашнього дня іменно задання легенд. Я даже так і називатиму. Так у нас хідро тут есть.
Quietly now. No.
Так. Так.
Oh, so sorry.
Так, их делать еще ващок.
Gotcha.
Cool it.
Да, блин.
Freeze.
Да, блин. Да, блин, какого фиха? Все. Что, нет еще? В смысле, он там живой?
Windblade.
Теперь точно все, да? Да вы издеваетесь.
As I expected. But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Блин. Так и не кажите, что я потратила просто так еще и еду. Все. А нет, еще можно. Так, ось сундук. Так, а там что у нас? Угу. А,
That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet you. That must be the emergency access route, right?
такс. Ну, как-то так.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another
Ага.
way.
Другой путь, кажешь, найти нам надо. Нужно подумать. О, нам дают вариант. Ага, это типа лифта, да? Все одно плита поднялась тільки наверх. Так, один есть. Так, я вижу, что нам надо.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
Here comes the catch.
Такс. Да, блин.
Let's dance.
Cool it.
Так, вроде бы все, да. Вот еще один огонек. Так, пока не исчез. В смысле? А, это щиток. Так, и что у нас? А, типа мост. Типа теперь нам надо сдвинуть эти колонны, да? Вроде бы да.
Gone down. Hey,
Угу, ну мы-то уже поняли. Вот только тут у нас колонны есть. Я так поняла, нам надо понять, типа, куда их поставить. И как это сделать. Я здогадываюсь, як, но походу здесь не все так просто. Мы не можем двигать эти колонны, походу. Такс. Так, тут я вижу платформы. Ага. Тут тоже нам надо, я так понял. Так мы тут уже были, не? Не, мы тут не были. Значит, нам нужен огонек. Один я вижу огонек. А нет. В смысле? Я поняла.
Windblade.
Так. Так. Все, минус один є. Все. И этот под минус ушел. Ой, а это что тут за стенка? Это что за... Я вообще сейчас не могу понять. А, можно сдвигать. Я поняла вас. А, я вижу огонек. Один есть. Погнали, погнали. Все. Один есть, отлично. Так, теперь что у нас? И там еще один огонек, я вижу. Все. Не сдвигается. Это зато сдвигается. И вот тут можно сдвинуть. Блин.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Так, стоп. Він еще живой? А, нет.
Cool it.
Такс.
Busted.
Такс.
Quietly now.
Все, одолели. Так, стоп. Теперь я запуталась, откуда мы пришли и як нам вот всю фигню сделать. Ага. Так, стоп. Это сундук. Сундук. Нам теперь надо сдвигать вот это, и мы получаем огонек. Угу. Да, блин. Да, блин. Вставай. Вставай. Ты издеваешься, да? Чувиха, ты решила поиздеваться надо мной? Ты тоже на... Люмин. Ну зачем же ты так? Ай-яй-яй. Я ж могу и обидеться. Да блин. А, все. Все сделанное. Все. Я просто переживала, что тут на время надо, типа, бегать и с этими огоньками. Так, ага. И что дальше эта вода дает? А, вот видите, як? Нам даже показал, какие именно столбы нужно двигать. Так, ну давайте попробуем.
The waters flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up.
Да, я
Now
поняла.
we should be able to move the statues.
Я поняла. 3 оцих штуки. Нам нужно поставити там, де іменно жовті, на світ. Одна є. Тепер нам надобно далеко. Ні, ми не можемо далеко. А, стоп. Не, обратно. Угу. А вот это уже проблематно есть. Мы можем только одну из статуй передвинуть нормально. А хотя, стоп. Сейчас вы поймете, о чем я говорю. Нам треба оцю статую витолкнуть, как бы. Оцю штовхаем. Я поняла, як тут все можно сделать. Эту обратно, а эту в ту сторону просто. И вот вам и головоломка. Самая обыкновенная. Все.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Такс. Блін. Оце невезуха.
Steady as stone. Time to clean up.
Ух ти. Такс.
Things are about to get dicey.
Такс. О, отлично.
Dodge this. Don't get frostbite.
Все? Блин, я таки зря использовала вот эту ульту Кеи. Так, что теперь? Куда? Через оцей проход, и куда мы выйдем? Ага, все.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after... I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less...
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poison. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius. The poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible... what was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungent...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it...
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianshu. Of course, this is aside from Qingshu Pool. We also have some other
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison. That's why Uncle Tian hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy. Seize him.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, but soon everything will be taken care of. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey,
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianchu's darkest moment.
yes, under normal circumstances, the gap. Just look at your two competitors. Qin Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home.
Yes, I cannot thank you enough for your generous.
You know, the best thing about you is that you... heck, when you're not in the company of...
Uncle Gao said that Zhi has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Zhi plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh? What the? Zhi, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand?
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to... but things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me.
Zhi, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui is a record of... After I die, they'll come looking.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of...
How?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing... He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. He has been eyeing your position for a long... Shh, 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 shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And sweet dreams.
Угу. Угу.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If
Ой.
you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything.
Угу.
They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system... Nothing else you wanted to...
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the... When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But...
You still don't get it, do you? What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E. Clever people can always come up with a good There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but he was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose...
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler, out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. I'll have someone remove the explosives.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. Don't worry, as long get some rest.
Так, ага. Мы почти что закончили задание. Так, сейчас тут есть сундук, отлично. Я вам потім поясню, що я хочу сделать. Сейчас покинем тільки подземелья. Сейчас мы пройдем испытания типа от этих всех персонажей, которые там есть у нас, как бы. Если мне выпадет дубликат Беннета или же кого там, Ноэль, то это будет вообще шикос, если честно, потому что мне как раз таки для Ноэль нужно созвездие. У меня 0 таких штучек, поэтому, скорее всего, сейчас я буду думать, как мне або камней столько собирать, или же, если есть, каким-то образом примагема вот этих вот цветных. Надо еще подумать. У меня такие 7 штук этих синих. Так, що тут іще в нас є? Пульса каші, пляма кальпи. Да, це воно. Задання контов уже доступно. Госпожа мудрости, задание легенд, нахида уже доступно. О, нахида доступно, отлично. И зеленое поглощение, это у нас, я поняла. А это что? Так, сейчас one second. Так, продолжаем. А ну-ка, что тут в описании событий? Что? Рекомендуется совместный режим. Ну, да и ладно, пофигу. Это что имеется в виду? Подождите. То есть используйте элементарные навыки Элян для быстрого перемещения, чтобы уклоняться от гигантских марблов. Собирайте монеты, приключения, копите очки. Во время испытания у всех членов отряда уменьшается время отката. В смысле? Угу. А тут что надо? Ну давайте посмотрим. Даст ли нам это хоть что-то? Так, ага. Ну, я могу пройти. Янфей и... Ага. У вас тут ворота. А, это подготовка. Ну. И... Так, отлично. Так. А, это тоже как бы считается перегрузкой. Ой, отбылось нечаянно. Так. Все. Уже есть 17. Ух ты. Ой, далеко душу откинула. Все. Ой. Так, ага. Все, испытания выполнили отлично. И что дальше? При помощи атак рейзера разрушите срывающие камни и получайте очки. Во время испытания непрерывно восстанавливается элементарная энергия всех членов отряда. Ну, давайте попробуем. Это так подготовка. А стоп. А як нам от того камня уничтожить? У меня такие вопросы. Это типа у нас как бы як Тетрис будет, да? Да. Так, я должна уничтожить дофига этих камней. Такс. У нас дается 10 минут на это вот про все. Отлично. Так, сейчас 1 second. Ага, тут нормально. Сейчас. Ой. Ой, у меня тут время идет, я не могу на паузу поставить. У меня тут время. Так, 1 second, иди. Такс. Такс. Двое есть. Так, 1 second, буду 25. Такс. Так, все, мы прошли это задание, отлично. А, то есть мы прошли половину задания, я так поняла. Это хорошо, если это так. И желательно, чтобы дали подарочки за это хорошие, хоть какие-то. Мне нужно подарочки увидеть 1600 камней из стока. Но так как у меня уже есть 700, мне бы хотя бы 800 бы дали, или даже 900. Но я так понимаю, что я смогу насобирать только за 30 дней. Типа, ну точнее, я уже собрала за 2 дня, значит, мне надо собрать хотя бы за 15 дней, чтобы было у мене 10 оцих камней з стока. Так. Что тут опять? Награды испытаний. Ух ты. 60 получаю. И все. Я поняла. А мне это будет только доступно через 2 дня. А, тут дают уже понять, что это будет, я поняла. Не, спасибо. А, я ж хотела пройти тестовый забег. А ну-ка, потому что мне нужно понять, кого я хочу выбить просто. Я думаю, Нахиду выбить каким-то образом. Но я знаю, что Нахиду будет сложно выбивать, хотя кажется, что деяким выпадало, типа Нахида. Вроде бы як вона выпадает всем. В чим весь прикол. Я вот и буду и думать. Я поняла, чтобы Нахиду улучшать, нужно будет от того куба побеждать. Я все поняла.
Committed to memory. Help! Out of the frying pan into the...
You're in for a little shock.
Так, я не поняла. Я не поняла.
Eat this! Boba, get them! This made her
Такс.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things.
Come on, we can do it. Hey,
Такс. Так, я не поняла.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Committed to memory.
Все, одолели. Ну, в принципе, у неї атаки нормальні, но чтобы были такие атаки, надо и прокачать хотя бы до 50 уровня. И плюс добавить ей нужные артефакты, чтобы ее усилить. И нормальное оружие подобрать, как вариант. Такс. Такс. А что мне скажет по этому поводу вторая участница тестового забега? Вот это вот. Это я уже получил 40. Ага, я получила перед этим, а мне еще получить надо 60 я получу. Это еще будет 100. Ну, как раз таки, как ты сказала, благодаря просто этим заданиям, типа, я себе смогу хоть как-то, хоть что-то получить. Так, и что тут?
The fuse is lit. I must leave no stone unturned. Nice and spicy. Here come the fireworks.
Такс.
Time for a light show. You're toast. A festive reprise.
Такс.
Fire hazard.
А, він типа атакує своїх или как? Я сейчас понять не можу.
Eat this. Out of the frying pan into the fire. Goldfish of doom.
Такс. Одолели. Отлично. Ну, в принципе, і атаки мені теж подобаються. Блін, тепер я не знаю, кого я хочу вибити. На Хіта більш-менш подивилась на її атаку, а та вона слабоватая как-то, если честно. Поэтому советую все-таки теперь выбивать Эмилию. Просто, ну, мне просто нужен дендро персонаж по-любому какой-то. И она, по идее, как бы хилер второй. Поэтому нам желательно иметь двое хилеров. Один сапер, типа, и последний это тот, кто будет просто атаковать. То есть сапер тот, что если вдруг, типа, щось не то, ну, то есть, як ви знаєте, оба персонажі, якщо запоставити їхні атаки, оці елементальні, то можна ж как-то получить там что-то. Так, смотрим. Так, тут я получаю только 6, я поняла. Так, стоп. Я нечаянно вышла. Так, и тут. Ага. Стоп, а мені на пошту что-то приходило. Да, я вижу, что є. Компенсация за технічні роботи 300. Ух. Я получу все 300. Будут моими 300. Так, надо подивитися, скільки тепер у мене там 1000. 1100, отлично. Так. Нужно 1600. Так, сейчас я посмотрю по поводу персонажей. Угу. А вот это и осталось. Ой, дуже много уходить. Так, а так скільки уходить? А, тоже, но лучше я маленький потрачу. О, і тепер мені буде доступно подивитися. Ага. А от кого я можу это получить? Алхимия или шамашур лишь 10 уровня? Я поняла, значит будем сейчас алхимию получать. Так, тут нам надо победить еще. Нам треба 8. 8 поделить на 2. Стоп, 4 раза нам таки нужно сразиться. Получается, да, только 4 раза нам нужно сразиться. Все, отлично. Следующего дня в 8 утра нужно дождаться. Угу. О, ровно 8 бы было отлично. Такс. Ладно, давайте отправимся в Лиюе и с разом потом там закупимся едою. Да, я хочу пройти все-таки задание легенд, потому что если я сейчас начну проходить основную ее миссию, если там будет дуже мало миссий, это мне просто тоді придется ждать еще как минимум месяц, чтобы появилась новая миссия. Поэтому лучше я потрачу сейчас время на задание легенд, а потом уже під час обновлення, коли скажу, що ще якісь місії доступні, тоді я начну стримить уже как бы сюжетку саму. Окей, домовились на этом?
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more...
How did they successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? Unfortunately for them,
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid over...
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a
hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not
You have my gratitude. People can change.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But when I first met Yuri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start? I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Yuri was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Yuri now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the... But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook.
Uncle Tian? Yeon? What are you talking about?
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other, with Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Jur-E, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second in command. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of... Why else?
So...
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, but when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise they...
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger, Regrator, the Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing...
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tiha.
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't... Alright, I'm done here. Time for me to go.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the
Ну все. Мы прошли 60. Давайте-ка посмотрим, что тут за задание основное нам дали. А, точно. У нас... Стоп. Ага, у нас є один ключ, но нам надо их двое. А что нам нужно завершить? Пульс Акаши и пламя Калпы. Я тут подумала просто, тратить ли время на це все, типа. Я думаю, знаете, что сделать? Завтра уже пройти эти миссии дополнительные, потому что сейчас просто на них не будет времени у нас. Вони у нас просто заберут дуже много времени, и из-за этого, типа, завтра еще не факт, что я смогу просто постримить. То есть я то смогу, но тільки это будет тоже как бы поздно дуже. Такс. Ну давайте возьмемся за миссию. Посмотрим. Там, по идее, должно было быть открыта якась территория нова. Как казалось, где-то вот здесь вона. Возле пустыни. Там, где именно вода, да. А, вон тут все закрытое все еще. А тут, если честно, я не понимаю, почему перекрыто. Вот реально. Может, тут просто нужно нам походить, чтобы открыть, как бы, миссевость. Скорее всего, что так оно и есть. А, я вижу, где вот этот чувачок у нас. Такс. Так, там миссия. Ага, ось.
Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope you can promise
What do you need?
promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What do you think?
Okay.
Угу. Такс. Выше. Угу.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't it?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
Угу.
Are you sure this is gonna...
I gotta admit,
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the...
You're making...
Угу.
You're finally done. I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to... That's what I want. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy.
Paimon's...
To be honest, I feel the same. Your deeds speak for themselves.
Candace.
I'm very glad. I've said the same thing to... Only when you're safe can the plan be... You're welcome. Good luck.
Такс. Угу.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hate them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told...
Yes, she did. But our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that during the meeting?
You can never have enough words.
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart's content. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how...
Speak...
Of course. But the advantage of not... Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind. Mercenary groups are facing constant danger every single day.
Well, being a scholar is also a...
I'm not like the rest of them.
This guy.
Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. You have a good memory. Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public, I think. But the academia has come to think of it. Perhaps the Withering, Elazar, and the Sandstorms.
But Paimon... At least, that... Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may
But if that's the case, what should we do?
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole...
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul. To make sure we're still on track, I would like...
Where are we going?
To an Eremite bait.
Такс. Далеченько. Не находите? А где там у нас оцей кубик? Он там где-то. Я, кажется, вижу его поле приблизительно. Немножко дальше воно. Я хочу просто подивитися, это за горой или нет. Это возле горы, отлично. Мы как раз долетаем туда, куда нам и нужно. Просто немножко сдвинемся вперед. Ось тут фатує. Угу. Такс. Что там у нас?
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge?
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but...
Anyway, we're not going to use this. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. Traveler, I want you to record something into this. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction. Now, please get ready and put on...
You want us to record our...
Yes. I understand, but trust... Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There.
But what was the point of
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these...
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them... Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. After all that... A slave to order, and that's why rules. In addition... You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very... interesting.
Things you're interested in are
Anyway, that's enough. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects.
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal.
Такс. Ой, ми були в Ліює і не приготовили покушать там ничего. Это же мы. Такс. Так, ага, я вижу Савину.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how...
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait! How can we work with the guard?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter this.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham.
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how deep?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, I never blindly trust anyone.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee to make the whole thing more convincing. You'll need to resist to some degree. Casualty, I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're out...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. There.
Now you're making this...
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our back. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave...
Well, but remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Since you and I both...
Okay, you...
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Такс.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulation...
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale...
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top priority.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood. Aren't you even a lip? Even if that guard doesn't know.
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Reebok operation is of great importance. But don't worry. The guards there shouldn't know.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Maham, no matter how you look at it, they don't...
A reasonable
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must... Actually, considering the power of the Akasha...
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that... But things like that never happened again after we met up with...
That's true. But
look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, haven't you ever thought about it? Just
because the Akasha controls the entirety of
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and, however, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
I'm so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And,
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfect...
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute... Get ready.
Так, это означает через 2 дня. Что можно сделать за 2 дня? Скільки там штучек? 1100? Ага. Это я можу докупить. Не. Это я имею в виду, что типа мене тільки 300, а там один от этот штука. Ось. Кристалл сотворення, блін. У мене їх тільки 300. Так що ні, тут ніяк. Якби було все по-другому, типа тоді ще, да, так. У мене то єсть. Угу. Ну давайте включим тут время. Так, сейчас one second. А ну-ка, еще нужно ждать. А нет.
Time for the operation. Let's go meet Sino in the desert.
Угу. 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 Так, ага, это типа что? Древний язык, новые знания. Нам теперь доступно еще одно задание. Это вообще зашибись. Тоді все. Проходим тоді сюжетку. Сюжетку. Там. Сюжетку. Так, стоп, а нам куда вообще? Я не могу понять просто. В яку сторону? Мне показывает, что там, где дорога. Там внизу вот щось есть. Знаете, там, кажется, вода. Да, это только вода. Нет, значит, нам надо обратно, вроде бы як до цієї статуї. Вот так вот. О, цветок. Нам надо цветок собрать. А что там по поводу у нас отцова персонажа? Возвысить? О! Так, давайте тоді возвысим. Хотя, знаете, 50 уровня получить возможность... Ух, даже не знаю. Просто есть возможность сейчас. Нету возможности получить эту штуку. Не-не-не, тогда не будем спешить и возвышать, потому что нам эти камни нужны для барбары просто.
Over there! Our helpers have arrived already!
Wait a moment.
It's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, they are our only leads for the case. If they die...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat.
Mm-hmm.
Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shine...
Rahman. The Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since... Brothers!
Так, я там увидела цветок, а цветка нету уже.
Be gone. Let's dance.
Freeze! Cool it! Dodge this!
Так.
I'll protect us.
Oh, so sorry.
Такс.
Windblade, prepare to be blown away.
Такс.
Leave it all
Такс.
to me.
Такс.
Freeze!
Let the show begin.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this!
Такс. Так, все, вроде бы як виконали задання.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the...
You pitiful Dendro Archon dog!
I'm a...
King Deshret will curse you!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot.
Yes, sir!
Mm-hmm.
Mahamatra Sino. I will now take my...
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes. Things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Raman there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything...
It's not the time to celebrate. Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really...
I have a very close... If we need help, get ready for the next phase of the plan.
Так, Угу. Угу. Такс. Угу. Ну, я думаю, тут можна і пішочком прогулятись. Так, что-то тут так стало, знаете, страшновато. Угу. Ось тут уже стена починается, так что мы правильно еще и топаем. А там статуя архонтов. А что тут у нас светится такое фиолетовое? Не, ничего. Какие-то руины или дом разрушен. Так, я вижу, где вот это вот. Угу. Так, что там у нас? Ага. Такс. Ага, он де вход.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you... In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place down...
Sorry. We didn't mean to...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need... Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon on the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that... So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what... The sages have placed spies everywhere. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone, you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to...
how much more do you want?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you, come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good. I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but let's go.
Ну что ж. Пошлите. Сейчас посмотрим. Так, сейчас я посмотрю просто по времени. Но уже как бы пора заканчивать, поэтому давайте я на сегодня закончу. Так что встретимся завтра. До скорой встречи. Всем пока-пока.